Good evening. My name is Bill Dean. I'm the president and CEO of the Texas Tech Alumni Association, and on behalf of our association and Texas Tech University, we'd like to welcome all of you to this ring ceremony, the ring recipients, as well as your supporters, and there are many of them here tonight, and we're pleased about that. The ring ceremony has become a major tradition at this university, and we hope it will be an experience that you will long remember. Because basically, we are celebrating your academic achievement at Texas Tech with this ring ceremony. We hope that in the future, as you look at that ring, it will bring back many fond memories of your experiences at Texas Tech. Now, I teach on this campus, and I know that not every experience that you had here was pleasant. There are ups and downs to everything. You know, that's life. But let me share this with you and with your supporters. This will give you some food for thought. This is a letter from a Texas Tech co-ed to her parents, talking about her experiences after she first arrived on this campus. And she starts out by saying, well, since I left for college, I've been remiss in writing, and I'm sorry for my thoughtlessness, but I want to bring you up to date. She says, I'm getting along pretty well now. The skull fracture and the concussion I got when I jumped out the window of my residence hall when it caught fire shortly after my arrival is pretty well healed. I only spent 2 weeks in the hospital, and I can almost see normally now, and I only get sick headaches once a day. Fortunately, the fire at the residence hall and my jump was witnessed by an attendant at the local gas station, and he's the one who called the fire department and the ambulance. He also visited me in the hospital, and since I had nowhere to live because of the burnt out residence hall, he invited me to share his apartment. It's really a basement room, but it's pretty cute. He is a very fine boy, and we've fallen deeply in love, and we're planning to get married. We haven't set the date yet, but it will be before my pregnancy begins to show. Yes, I'm pregnant, and I know how much you're looking forward to being grandparents again, and I know that you'll welcome the baby and give it the same tender and loving care that you gave me when I was a child. The reason for the delay in our marriage is that my boyfriend has a minor infection, and it prevents us from passing our premarital blood test, and I carelessly caught it from him. I know you'll welcome him to the family. He's kind, not well educated, but very ambitious. Now that I brought you up to date, I want to tell you there was no fire. I do not have a concussion or a skull fracture. I was not in the hospital. I'm not pregnant. I'm not engaged. I'm not infected. There is no boyfriend. However, I'm going to make a D in history and an F in chemistry. It's all relative, isn't it? Seriously, we do hope that you will have very fond memories of Texas Tech, maybe of a special professor or professors that caused you to stretch just a little bit further than you thought you could. Maybe it's our basketball team who went to the Elite Eight this year. That's certainly a better experience than you. A better experience than you had the first 3 years you were here, probably. The Carol of Lights, game day weekends when you come to campus on Friday morning and see Will Rogers decked out in red. In 1998, the Student Alumni Board, and that's the group that greeted you when you came in and got you seated and basically are in charge of this program, they did a market study to try to determine if Texas Tech students would embrace a single ring tradition. The results were very positive. So then they sat down with the Student Government Association and designed the ring that you're going to receive tonight. A ring that will not change. It will remain the same as a symbol of your experience at this university. You had to have 75 hours completed to be here tonight. We would suggest that when you put the ring on tonight, the double T faces inward. On graduation day, President Skuvenik will invite you to take the ring off and turn it around so the double T faces outward as a symbol that you are a graduate of this university. When you registered this evening, you are receiving a one-year membership in our Alumni Association. Dr. Skuvenik's office is going to give every student that graduates another year membership. So if you have a ring, you will have 2 years of free membership. And we hope that you'll be a lifetime member. We'll hope that you want to stay involved. And this is one good way to do it. We also obviously would hope that you would support the college that you graduate from. It's all part of being a Red Raider. And wherever you go, more than likely there will be Texas Tech alumni. We have a number of active chapters that get very much involved, and we encourage you to get involved with them. In the Matador song it says, "Bear our banners," and that's what we hope you will do for the rest of your life. And it's not just monetary. Just attending a college night, taking part in a chapter golf tournament, talking to a freshman about coming to Texas Tech. There's so many ways that you can bear our banners. But we certainly want to encourage you to stay involved with the Alumni Association from now on. Let me introduce the participants in tonight's ceremony. We're very pleased to have Texas Tech President Lawrence Skuvenik. He will present you with your ring as you come across the stage and your name is called. Please bring the card with you to the table so you can be properly identified. Chris Sneed, who is our Director of Facilities here, will read your names as you come across the stage. Doug Hensley. Doug is a spiritual leader at the Rager Dykes Auto Group, a licensed Methodist minister, an adjunct professor in the College of Media and Communications. And once you have the ring or the box, we're going to ask you to leave the ring in the box, and then he will take you on a guided tour of the symbolic features of the ring and point out what all these symbols mean on the ring. The Texas Tech Federal Credit Union is the official sponsor of this event. They will present you as you come off the stage with a replica class ring paperweight, courtesy of the credit union. We're very appreciative of the Texas Tech Federal Credit Union for being the sponsor. And Ben Laycock is with the credit union. He is here tonight. He will be the one presenting you with the paperweight. And then as you exit, you'll be asked to sign a roll book that every person who has ever received a ring has signed. At the end of the platform is Zach Williams. Zach is the president of the Texas Tech Saddle Tramps. His role will be explained to you by Mr. Hensley. Let me introduce the marketing staff. Mandy Wiley is our Director of Affinity Merchandise. She's basically in charge of this program. Christina Butler is our Vice President of Marketing. Brett Weingarner is Director of Multimedia and Communications. There you are, back at the doing the multimedia and communications. Laura Bixler is our Director of Membership. Savannah Butler is the Student Alumni Board President. Tim Shore. Tim is a very important person. He's a Texas Tech graduate, but he is a representative of Balfour, the ring company that manufactured your ring. And we obviously want you to be 100% satisfied with your ring. So if you have any concern or any question about that ring, Tim will be right here when this program is over, and he'll be glad to answer your questions and deal with any problem that you might see, or as I say, answer the questions that you might have. Grad Images will take pictures of this ceremony, as I mentioned a moment ago, and they will be also in the lounge when the program is over to take additional pictures, or outside to take a picture at the ring sculpture. This time it's my pleasure to introduce to you the president of Texas Tech University, Dr. Lawrence Skuvenik. Dr. Skuvenik received his BS degree from Phillips University in Oklahoma, his master's degree from Texas A&M, that's in South Texas, his PhD in math from Indiana. He's been at Texas Tech for 36 years. He served as chair of the Department of Math and Statistics. He was appointed interim dean and then later dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. And he was also named interim president for a period of time in 2012, then became interim provost, and then the 17th president of our university. Dr. Skuvenik.
Thank you, Dr. Dean. This is one of the many fun events that occur at this time of the year, and I always enjoy the opportunity, students, to be part of your ring ceremony, and I appreciate the chance to spend this evening with your parents and your friends and your family that are here supporting you tonight. And as you know, they probably supported you throughout your life on your pathway towards your degree. The students at Texas Tech, I feel, have incredible values and character and qualities. We see that in so many ways, and I think that's a reflection on the support and the values that have been passed on to you by your family. So I know you join with me in thanking your parents and all those who care and love you for being here tonight and throughout your time as a student. I'm always impressed, as I said, by those values of our students, and honesty is one of them. And I saw that in a very vivid way a couple nights here. There's a young lady, Savannah Butler, who's going to get her ring tonight. And there she is. And Monday night, I was traveling Monday, and when I got here, I had to run home and put on a suit and rush up to this event. And I could tell once I got in the car, I picked the wrong suit. It was a bit tight. And when I got up here, got ready to take the pictures, I buttoned it. And I turned to Savannah, and I said, "Does this look too tight?" She goes, "If I were you, I'd unbutton it." Sad but true. Students, think back to how quickly your time here has gone. And the time you have left, whether that's 45 or 50 hours, is going to go by even faster. So I would encourage you to finish with a flourish in your academic endeavors, in your studies, in the way you remain involved socially, your personal connections. And remember that while you're here, that's one of the best chances you have to speak up and make your voices known when you think there are things we can be doing better. And so I make that announcement to you with full sincerity. If there are things that you think we should be doing better at Tech, feel free to call Grace Hernandez. My chiefs have said, "No, you call me." Many of you take advantage of that, and I hope you know that you can all do that. Dr. Dean mentioned this idea of being connected for your life. That is so true. What makes the Texas Tech family so large, the more than 200,000 alumni that we have, is through their connection and their loyalty and love to this school. And so that's a tremendous resource to you professionally, in terms of friends, connections that will help you in many, many different ways. And if you want to see an example of what a lifetime commitment means to Texas Tech, you have to look no further than Dr. Bill Dean. A couple weeks ago, we gave our Length of Service Awards to staff and to faculty that have worked here. One gets a pin at 15 years, 20, 25, 30, and so on. Dr. Bill Dean received his 55-year pin. That's a tremendous commitment to this university. So let me again congratulate you on what you've already achieved to get to this point. I look forward to congratulating you at commencement in the near future and to how you'll add to the legacy of Texas Tech.
How's everyone doing? Ready to get some rings? We could all leave. Okay, Mandy, are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Mr. President, are you ready? Yes, sir. Students, are you ready? Yes. Parents, families, and friends, are you ready? Yes. Yeah, they're going to get off the payroll soon, yeah. If you came from a long way, be excited. Caitlin Alcantar, Round Rock. Leslie Almanza, San Antonio. Adriana Almadova, El Paso. Kayla Anderson, Spring. Ashley Armand, Missouri City. Eric Baker, Spicewood. Keisler. I almost did that wrong. Keeslyn Bates, Garland. Ashley Bennett Bryan, Amarillo. Connor Black, Conroe. Haley Bortnam, Corinth. Sadie Bowling, Lago Vista. Claire Boyne, Sugarland. So everyone, before we do this one, last Friday in this room, we had the passing of the guns from one Raider Red to the other Raider Red, and one Raider Red is here to get her ring tonight, and that is Hannah Brainerd from White Deer, Texas. Elaine Brown, Amarillo. Montana Buendia, Springtown. Samuel Burson, Baird. Kindlin Butler, Magnolia. Chelsea Caicedo, Richmond. Deandra Castro, San Antonio. Caitlin Kathy Johnson, Ennis. Celia Serino, El Paso. Kayla Cervantes, Idalou. Nicholas Chavez, Roswell, New Mexico. Celeste Conroy, Dallas. Mia Corkill, Houston. Gavin Cox, Maud. Scott Crisp, Universal City. Jennifer Crowell, Morse. Martha Deluzio, Littlefield. Abigail Dickerson, McKinney. Priscilla Dominguez, Mission. Avery Eckert, Pflugerville. Bailey Eubank, Italy. John Faila, East Bernard. Audrey Fan, Weslaco. Amanda Field, Chicago, Illinois. Krista Flores, McAllen. Lacey Fortune, Dripping Springs. Colton Foster, Sherman. Alexandra Garcia, El Paso. Jordan Gorgiulo, Dallas. Alyssa Glover, Katy. Dallas Goldhammer, La Blanca. Laura Gomez, Garland. JC Guest, Brownwood. Elizabeth Haney, Lubbock. Christopher Hatchett, Montgomery. Mickey Heflin, Monahans. Matthew Hemphill, Pflugerville. Ashley Hernandez, San Antonio. Austin Hernandez, Rosenberg. Bethany Hightower, Nacogdoches. Shannon Hurl, Katy. Tyler Hollowell, Texarkana. Shelby Hughes, Forney. Matthew Hurtado, Lubbock. Haley Irvin, Spring. Jessica Hockeys, Fort Worth. Taylor Jennings, Carnation, Washington. Darby Johns, Helotes. Kirsten Johnson, Amarillo. Lauren Johnson, Tomball. Connor Jones, Wolforth. Abigail Keese, Grand Prairie. Kylie Kelly, Canyon Lake. Morgan Kinnear, Arlington. Amanda LaCroix, Laredo. Nikki Lavin, Lake Forest, California. Catherine Lela, Clifton. Morgan Luce, Slayton. Nicole Lukey, Lake Dallas. Katie Luna, Houston. You want me to say it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You want that?
Yeah.
This is a special request. McGregor! McGregor! Murphy! He asked for it. Amanda Mays, Dripping Springs. Madison McCarty, Tyler. Colin Merritt, Fort Worth. Mariah Mesa, Callahan. Mackenzie Myers, Prosper. Annalisa Mitchke, San Antonio. Addison Moore, Crosby. Brian Moore, Rockwall. Kristen Moore, Crowley. Taylor Moose, Cypress. Brittany Moreno, Garland. Victoria Morris, Carrollton. A member of our Student Alumni Board, Coleman Morrison from Tolar. Lance Morrison, Austin. Caitlin Munoz, Sugarland. Jose Murillo Jr., Lubbock. Sydney Nelson, Ritzville, Washington. Kirby Nixon, Floydada. Sarah Northington, San Antonio. Carly Otankis, Denton. Hemong Patel, Fort Stockton. Hannah Pakacek, Woodway. Kara Perez, Highland Village. Emily Pierce, McKinney. Haley Pels, Waco. Joel Ramirez, Smire. Natalie Vanessa Rangel, San Angelo. Megan Reed, Corinth. Allison Reed, Rankin. Rebecca Sierra Rico Macias, Fort Worth. You want it all? Yeah. You got it all. Leslie Skillet Reinhardt, Snyder. Samantha Rios, Frisco. Leighton Robbins, Lavernia. Jenna Roller, Amarillo. Michael Romines, Tyler. Brooke Rudder, Sanger. Seth Ruiz, Temple. Kenny Sakun, Carrollton. Sarah Scheller, San Antonio. Hunter Schumann, Fredericksburg. Matthew Schwartz, Houston. Lauren Selman, Amarillo. Narman Shingi, Amarillo. Heather Sitke, Wonder Lake, Illinois. Delaney Stewart, Greenville. Kagan Thomas, Lubbock. Laura Thomas, San Antonio. Laramie Thompson, Roscoe. Jorge Torres, El Paso. Virginia Torres, Snyder. Amber Traub, San Antonio. Elijah Trevino, Alamo. Zachary Trevino, Lubbock. Austin Olchak, Greenwood. Erica Valencia, Lubbock. Christian Valerio, San Antonio. Adriana Villa, Del Rio. Jim Waldrop, Hartsfield, Georgia. Colin Waldrop, Springtown. Hunter Wysoon, Andrews. McKaylee Wysoon, Andrews. Riley Wilhoit, Denton, Texas. Kenna Williams, Granbury. Lauren Winfrey, San Antonio. James Wood, Lubbock. Claire Workman, Arlington. Taylor Young, Houston. Jacob Opoku, Houston. Krista White, San Antonio. And now, the president of SAB, Savannah Butler from Austin. Did we miss anyone? If you came to get a ring, did you get a ring? Okay, it has been my honor and my privilege to read your names tonight. Congratulations.
Well, good evening, everybody. Good to see everybody's doing so well. This is one of my favorite events. I love to see the smiles in the room when you get your ring, and it's my pleasure and privilege to be a part of this. The official class ring symbolizes a significant achievement in your academic career at Texas Tech. I want to take my moment to congratulate each and every one of you on this accomplishment. I always think about when I arrived on this campus back when dinosaurs roamed the earth so long ago. This was such a big place, and I seem to be so far from home. And I didn't know what to expect, but over those 4 years that I was here at Texas Tech, I made some of the best friends I have ever made in my life, people I can still call on today. And I learned from instructors who really cared, who really pushed me, who expected more from me than I might have even expected from myself. And I came to realize what a special thing an education from Texas Tech University is. And so my hope and wish for you is that some of these things have happened for you already, and that they will continue to happen as you march toward the finish line of commencement. And so I get to be a little bit of a killjoy. You can open your boxes and take out your rings, but don't put them on just yet. Hold them in your hands. Because what I get to do is take everyone on a tour of the iconic symbols represented by your ring, and I'm going to lead you on an imaginary journey through campus as well as through your time here at Texas Tech. And for the guests who are here tonight, please use your program to follow along with us on the journey around the ring as it is in your program. And so I want to encourage all of you to think back with me to the first time you heard about Texas Tech University. Perhaps it was from a parent or a relative who attended Texas Tech. Maybe it was on TV while you were watching a sporting event. Perhaps it was when you began looking at colleges and browsing through college catalogs. Many of you might have looked at dozens of universities, but one stood out. One with scarlet and black, the one with the double T. And so look with me now at the top of your ring. Whether you have a traditional ring or a signet ring, the iconic double T sits prominently on top. There is no other symbol more associated with Texas Tech than the double T. Now, although no one has ever claimed credit for the design, Historic documents date the first appearance to 1926, when it showed up on some sweaters made for the football team. The double T represents the foundation of our university as Texas Technological College, as well as the university that we have grown to become. Inscribed around that raised double T is our official name, Texas Tech University, with 2 separate stars and the date of founding, 1923. That was when the Texas legislature decided that rather than a branch campus of Texas A&M University, I know, an entirely new university would better serve the needs of the West Texas region. And so on February 10th, 1923, Texas Governor Pat Neff signed the legislation creating Texas Technological College. And in July of that year, a search committee began looking for a location for this new school. Now, when the members of that committee visited Lubbock, they were overwhelmed to find residents lining the streets to show the support for this idea of hosting a new institution. And that August, Lubbock was chosen as on the first ballot over other towns, including Floydada, Plainview, Sweetwater. Now, as you turn your rings to the left, our journey around campus is going to begin. Picture yourself now standing at the Broadway entrance to campus. Directly in front of you sits the large granite university seal designed in 1924 by campus master planner William Ward Watkin, the same seal that you find engraved on your ring. This seal first appeared on Texas Tech diplomas in 1948, but was not officially approved as the seal of Texas Tech University until 1953. So let's examine that up close. President Horn, who was truly a visionary when it came to the foundation and the early years here at Tech, he selected 5 symbols inside the seal that he believed were the 5 great institutions of a democracy. In the upper left quadrant on the shield is a book representing church. In the lower left quadrant is a key symbolizing home. In the upper right quadrant is the star, the symbol for state. And in the lower right quadrant is the lamp, representing the lamp of learning and representing school. And these elements are separated by 10 cotton bolls representing industry, as well as Lubbock and its surrounding 9 cotton-producing counties. Sitting atop is an American eagle, our national bird. And the shield is surrounded by the inscription, Texas Tech University, Lubbock. Walk with me now down the Amon G. Carter Plaza, past the fountains, past where the Christmas tree sits during the Carol of Lights, past the statue of Will Rogers and Soapsud, wrapped in red on game days, and into the center of campus to Memorial Circle. As you turn your rings to the right, imagine turning physically to the right to look north down the engineering key. And in the distance, you see Jones AT&T Stadium. Think back with me to the excitement of attending your first Texas Tech football game. Remember the first time you saw the masked rider lead the team out onto the field. Now, it doesn't matter how many times you have seen that. It remains one of the most dramatic entrances in all of college football. On the right side of your ring, you will see an image of this beloved mascot. That symbol is no stranger to you, but maybe you're not aware of its history. In 1936, the same year that Arch Lamb founded the Saddle Tramps as a male spirit organization, a ghost rider appeared at the beginning of a home football game with the Arizona State Lumberjacks. Resplendent in a scarlet and black cape and mask, the rider circled the field at the start of the game on a palomino and then galloped off to the utter amazement of the crowd. Now, it wasn't until 1954 and Tech's appearance in the Gator Bowl that year that Joe Kirk Fulton, with a red cape and mask, rode a borrowed black horse into the Gator Bowl Stadium to the utter astonishment of the crowd. The football team must have been inspired by this masked rider, because Tech went on to pummel Auburn 35-13 that day. And so the tradition was fixed. And to this day, Texas Tech retains the scarlet and black caped masked rider on a black horse. Now, using your imaginations, turn with me now to face the administration building. This is one of the first structures built on campus more than 9 decades ago. The building was architecturally designed in the Spanish Renaissance style with ornate carvings, archways, and its Spanish tiled roof. One of the main features of this building is its twin bell towers. The one on the west that houses the carillon bells that you hear ringing out musical melodies, and the one on the east that houses the 2 victory bells. If you look behind the masked rider on your ring, you will see the engraving of the East Bell Tower. The victory bells, which together weigh 1,200 pounds, were first rung in 1936 after a win over TCU, something that happened regularly in the years to come. The Saddle Tramps and High Riders, part of our campus spirit organizations, they continue to ring those victory bells after athletic wins, but also after momentous occasions such as today's ring ceremony. And so we have with us on the stage Saddle Tramp Zach Williams. And Zach is now going to head over to the bell tower, and he's going to ring the victory bells for each of you receiving a ring today. Thank you, Zach. Look with me now to the inside of your rings, and there you will find the words, "Strive for Honor." This inscription is from the Matador Song and serves as a charge to every Texas Tech graduate to excel with integrity in all endeavors. Below that, you will find your personalized inscription that is unique only to your ring, and this inscription is your identifier. So if your ring is ever lost, the honest finder can return it to you by contacting the Alumni Association or the Balfour Company. And now down to the bottom of the ring, it's very easy here, double T's tied with a decorative band. So now that we've taken you on this geographical and historical tour of your ring, hopefully it's even a little more meaningful to you now that you know all about the symbols. Because when you really think about it, this ring encapsulates Texas Tech and will also forever serve to remind you just exactly what being a Red Raider means. It's also, of course, a sign to others of your academic accomplishment and the pride you have in your alma mater. And so as you travel around Lubbock, across the state, around this great country of ours, or even around the world, your ring will serve as a symbol of honor. So please use your ring to bear your banner proudly. You may now put on your rings. Remember, as Dr. Dean instructed a while ago, the double T will face you until graduation day, when President Skubanek will ask you to turn your ring so the double T faces outward. Congratulations, awesome stuff.
I'd like for all the ring recipients to stand. And would you turn around and face your friends and family and thank them? You can turn back around, and we will finish this program by asking everyone to stand to sing the Matador song.